How's it going, folks? Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, where I was taking Ranger Morales, dragging his corpse all the way back to... Whoa! Hang on. Get up, buddy. Dragging it by the foot. I mean, if you'd help out here, Booney, instead of just looking at me like that, we'll get this job done real quick. Now, I don't know if we're meant to do this, but I went back to Morales, to his wife. This is his, well, his, her husband. Unfortunately, passed away, lost an arm. I can't remember, maybe that was my turn. Not the dead part, but the whole losing the arm thing. And I went back to her. I found the dude. I went back to her, and then she was like, "No, that's. Have you done it yet? Have you done the job?" I didn't say anything. It's like, "Yeah, I found him. He's dead. Dude's dead." Whoa. Can I throw him? No. Is that some friends over there? Maybe I could take it to them. Well, they'll be like, yep. Morales, yep, keep going. Actually, I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Where was that place? Where was the camp? Oh, there it is. So I gotta go all the way over there. Well, let's just walk up to these guys first and see if they can... Maybe they recognize this foot. Morales, get your foot out of my face, mate. Corpse retrieve. Oh, there we go.
I don't believe it. Who the hell are you, man? How did you just walk right up and pull him out of there?
I just did what anyone else would have done. And I made a promise to Private Morales.
There must be some kind of code of honor you hold yourself to. You're like a man possessed. We'll make sure Ranger Morales' body gets sent back home. You don't have to, pick him up on your shoulder and haul him to California. Even though I believe you would if you had to. You should go tell Private Morales the news. I know she'll be relieved.
Well, thank goodness for that. Oh, hang on. They didn't take the body. Should I just... I'll just leave him there with you guys. Alright, well that worked out. So now I can go back to Morales. Again. And hopefully this time... What's that? What's that noise? Sound like combat. There it is again. Booney? Or maybe not. Maybe it's just because I'm at the camp. This is Camp McCarran music. That sounded like something was about to go down. Alright, so we've got to pop in here and go up to the top. Up the escalator to the concourse.
Hello.
Hello there. Yep, she's still waiting. Christina.
Did you start looking for Esteban? I guess my directions could have been better.
That's fine. I brought his body to an NCR position, and he's on his way back to McCarran.
They put him in a box? With a flag and all? I hope so. He'd have been proud. You're too good for this rotten town. First kind thing anybody ever did for me and Esteban. You ever need anything, all you need to do is ask. Thank you so much.
What? That's it? What about some
Feels
caps?
better knowing that Esteban's not out there in the waste, but he's still gone, you know?
So, yeah, I'm glad to have helped you with your problem, but how about some caps? How about some caparoonies?
Feels better knowing that Esteban's not out there
Oh,
in the
well,
waste.
I guess we just did a good thing. How come
He's still gone, you know?
I didn't get, like, karma or anything like that? Like, she said if you ever need anything, just ask. Okay. Okay, fine. Fine. We just did it. We just did that thing. Alright, so what do we got? We got Bleed Me Dry, which we've got to take back to Red Lucy. Got to take those eggs. That's right, so let's take the eggs back. Return to McCarran until... Yep, so we all did that. Alright, let's go finish off Bleed Me Dry.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Boyd? What?
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now. Boy, is she pissed.
Hey, Boyd?
What is it, soldier?
Do you need any help?
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
Is that Kira Carlson? Is that Jaina Proudmore? Is that a big deal?
Better believe it. Everybody in Caesar's Legion from Caesar on down will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
Well, what do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
What about... Have you tried calling him hurtful names?
Yes, and one time I thought I saw a tear when I told him his uniform was unflattering. But I think he just got some dust in his eye.
What about a truth drug?
Don't have anything like that. Sounds nice. Like the kind of thing I'd want to take home and use on my husband. But even if we did, I don't know that I'd be comfortable using it. If there's any risk of overdose, it's not worth it. Asshole's too valuable.
Why don't you just beat your prisoner senseless?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There are some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows, you're completely insane. That's a winning combination.
So, you want me to do what you can't?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
I object to the use of violence against prisoners of war. You know what? Let's just get started. Maybe I can just chat to the dude.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Here she goes. Lady Proudmore.
Long time no see, Celus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was. I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make sure the slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Damn. So... Well, she says I gotta surrender. Does that mean...
Let's finish this up, then we can talk. Let's finish this up, then we can talk.
Alright. I imagine I've got to pop it in. I would have thought it was just taken off me, but that's fine. Let's dance.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
You're about to tell me everything you know, Silas?
Of course, of course. All you had to do was ask. I'll tell you everything I know. Let's see. I know that you're a brainless cretin. I know that you're wasting your time. I know the lieutenant is going to be disappointed in you. And I know that by this time next month, the streets of New Vegas will be decorated with the decaying heads of NCR soldiers. Is there anything else you wanted to know?
Well, that was a little bit. Uh-oh, you've made me angry.
I can take anything you've got.
Whoa. I've got you now.
Oh.
You like that? Keep looking.
Ooh. Get some of that. Some of this. Oh, maybe I need to use, might need to take something, actually. Oh, what the heck? Oh, crap. Yeah, that's right. What I was thinking is I'll take something for punching. I got anything for punching? Surely I do. Boxing times, here we go. Oh yeah, get some of that. Get some of that, Silas. Ooh, wasted.
Stay sharp.
Go on, what you got? What you got, punk? Man, you ain't got nothing.
Can't
run from me.
Flying punch to the head.
Whoa, easy there. You're supposed to rough him up a little, not kill him. Why don't you step outside a minute? Let off some steam. Nice job.
She's happy.
I think my friend doesn't like you, Silus. I don't know how much longer I can keep him under control.
You think this'll make me talk? A beating? This is the best you can do?
Not just any beating, Silus. A savage beating. A beating that you'll be reminded of every time you feel pain from now on. When my friend's done with you, you won't have any of your teeth left. You'll be drinking your food through a straw. Your ribs will never heal properly, and it will hurt every time you breathe. It'll be like your collars, Silus. Impossible to forget.
Go to hell.
Huh. Not the sort of wit I've come to expect from you, Silus.
You're getting nothing from me.
I'm getting entertainment. That's something. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna spill your guts to me? Or am I gonna let my friend the Maniac back in here for some playtime? Silus. Silent treatment, huh? Have it your way. Come on back in. I think he misses you. Oh, and let me check you for weapons one more time. For your safety as well as his.
What was all that noise? I don't actually know if I gotta do it myself, but I will. Alright. Booney, enjoy the show. Silas? Hey.
You hit like a bedridden old woman.
Oh, Silas, I tell you what. Oh, lucky you. You can borrow my dentures when I knock all your teeth out.
It'll take more than that to get me to talk, worm.
Wait till I give you the flying punches. Oh, flying punches! Straight to the dome.
You like that?
Oh yeah, I must be using that technique. Right? That I learned. Hey hon, there was that, remember we learned that technique? That ranger technique? Does anybody remember what that was? We had something. Probably would have been really early on. I mean, it might just be that, just holding onto my left button. That, like, push that I just did. Yeah, I don't even know where I would find it. It was a while back. Don't know if it was an item. Oh, anyway. I think it's this. That push, yeah.
You like that?
Oh, come on. Receive this.
Enough, this is pointless. I'm dead to the Legion either way, I'll tell you what I know. But you should know that Caesar has always kept his own counsel. He never reveals anything that would make him vulnerable. My knowledge will not prevent the inevitable. This camp will be ash within months. Maybe weeks.
I'll be the judge of that. Let's hear what you've got to say.
Something is wrong with Caesar. Something he is attempting to hide from his men. But it was obvious before we set out on this last mission. For 3 days we awaited his order to dispatch us. 3 days. But he hid in his tent, refusing to give orders, complaining of headaches. He looks different now than he used to. His face is sunken, sickly. But any questioning of his health enrages him.
There must be more you can tell me.
There is one other thing that may interest you. I know that Caesar has planted a spy here. Every night, details of NCR troop movements are broadcast from a radio on this base to Caesar's camp. The spy has been here a long time, since before the entire conflict began. He's an officer, If I knew who he was, I would tell you. If I escape and he's alive to report it, the Legion would hunt me down. But like I said, none of this information will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion.
We got a spy somewhere. What else you got, Silas?
Get away from me.
Oh, alright. Where is she?
You got something to say, or do you always look like that? That was fun to watch. I'd have you do it again, but I'd probably get in trouble. This'll do the NCR a lot of good, so you should be proud. Here's the standard fee. Plus, I threw in the price of a good show on the strip. That's from me personally. You can beat up my prisoners anytime.
Who are you?
Not big on reading name tags, huh? That's okay. My name is long and difficult to pronounce. Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
Alright.
Yep. See you around.
So what are you going to do with the info? Where'd she go? She just disappeared. Did she go inside? Nope. Just disappeared. Confiscated goods trunk?
Hello? Hey, welcome aboard.
Oh, unless she went in there. Alright, so we got a spy, but they don't want me to follow that up. Help them out some. Trying to figure out who it is.
Feels better knowing that Esteban's not out there in the waste. But he's still gone.
Hey,
Just NCR troopers here. William.
Listen, asshole, I know you're not really an NCR health inspector, so you can cut the restaurant critique routine. And I want my 50 caps back. Because I looked it up, and there ain't no disease called colorectal implosion syndrome. So I paid you to look the other way for nothing. Wait, you're not... Oh, wow, I'm sorry. You look just like... Never mind, sorry. So what can I serve you up?
The spore pod extract from Keeley should help with morale.
No shit. The stuff actually does all that, huh? I'll have to start testing this out immediately. This will really help keep the guys focused.
Food additive removed. Is there a health inspector bothering you?
That's nothing. You just look like the health inspector who stopped through for the yearly inspection a couple of weeks back. I was hoping I wouldn't have to wait another 11 months to see his crooked ass to get my caps back. Ah, well. Anything I can get you?
Got anything to eat?
Oh, yeah. You can order up anything you want. As long as it's corn or beans. Just kidding. Haven't you heard? With a few shipments from home and a little variety, the troops are getting restless for some quality grub. You can only do so much as a chef with just corn, beans, onions, and peppers.
Well, can anything be done to improve your supplies?
Well, we haven't had any quality meat in months. Everyone in the camp just eating beans for protein. It isn't pretty. Some of my kitchen machinery is broken down too, so we've been eating mostly raw vegetables. And I'm desperate for spices or seasonings. Anything, just something for the general mood around here.
What parts are needed to fix the food processor?
Here's the list. We've been scrapping together quick fixes to keep it running for months. I think it finally crapped out and needs a full overhaul. It's the goofy machine behind the counter in the corner next to the stove. I'd be much obliged if you could take a look at it and get it fixed up.
And where might I find these parts?
I don't know. Try the various traders around the waste. Or the pawn shop in Westside might have some parts. Oh, I've heard of a place called House Tools you could check out. It's an old factory on the north side of Vegas.
Ah.
Just a word of warning, though. I hear no one who goes in there comes back out. Could be traps, crazy robots, or who knows what's in that place.
Now, okay, where would you suggest I find meat in the amount you'd need here?
It doesn't need to all come from the same source. There are a bunch of different vendors around who sell meat. Fitz, the Nashes, Crimson Caravan. We've never really tried to go out and organize deals with merchants to supply our food. Already having an overstock of food, we haven't needed to. But we really need some good old red meat on the menu soon. So I'm willing to divert some caps in their direction if they're open to supplying us.
And how or where should I look for the spices?
The Crimson Caravan would probably be able to arrange a regular shipment, but I don't know of any spices known to improve mood. Hell, we have a whole research department. One guy's even set up in the main terminal building. They're the ones who ought to be looking into it. What? Come back soon now.
Alright, so we just got a whole bunch of quests. Where's the goofy looking thing? Oh, is that it? Your goofy looking food processor? Jury rig the machine, repair 80. You don't have the items. I'm sure I don't have repair 80 either. Way off. Look at this place. What an absolute trash heap. Okay, so I just wanted to wander on down here. I don't think I went down here last time. The supply shack?
Hey, you look like someone in need of a reliable supplier.
You got anything for sale?
Take your pick.
Oh, you got an assault carbine? Ooh, you got some stuff. My patrol armor weighs 12. Combat armor Mark II. NCR mantle armor. Well, what I'm looking for is, I don't know if I really want to. I just want to repair my Ranger patrol armor. I like the way it looks. Low light vision. Sniper rifle. Assault carbine sounds like a bit of fun. Now, what kind of supplies did you have in mind?
Are you implying I have some kind of secret under-the-table stash I only offer to certain clients? Because that could get a man in trouble.
Maybe some caps will clarify things.
Now you're talking my language. I do have an expanded inventory for people I can trust. If you're willing to do a little legwork for me, I could give you access to my stash and at a discount. Many of these items aren't available in the NCR, and you'll be hard-pressed to find them at a better price anywhere else.
Sounds good to me. What do you need done?
Well, I can't exactly go wandering off the base whenever I want, you know. They're already suspicious. I can hear the MPs now. Gee, Contreras, I didn't know you had so many friends in the gun runners. Speaking of which, guess your first stop. You're just passing a little note to a man named Isaac for me. I want to know which girl he likes.
I'll do it.
Great, let me know what he says. They're almost a straight shot north from here, up past the sharecroppers.
Arms request.
Bye.
So, what I was gonna...
me.
Boone, what, do you have a carbine, or did we put that away? Because I could buy you a carbine and probably load you up with 5mm, seeing as I don't use 5mm. And I've probably got a whole bunch of 5mm. Oh no, actually I haven't got that much. Got 76. Well, that was an idea. Well, he's got a computer, but he doesn't have a ham radio or anything. Not that I saw. Alright, so where the heck are we? Around the back area now.
Hey.
Davey?
Hey, can't you see I'm busy here? Nah, I'm just kidding. This has to be the most worthless patrol duty on the whole base. They never attack this gate. They just put me back here because they don't think I can handle anything else. Catch you later.
Davey, now that you said that, that's exactly where they're gonna attack. Some planes over here. Where is this suspicious dude?
My 80-year-old grandmother runs faster than you.
Man, they're getting put through their paces at 6:29 a.m. Run the gauntlet.
Move it, move it, move it! Get those legs up, you sorry bastards!
Drill sergeant.
Man, Doc Kemp really fixed me up right the last time I got shot. He's the man to see if he needs some fixing. I pity anyone who crosses Boyd. That woman is relentless.
Sure is.
I really hope General Oliver has a good plan if the Legion comes back.
Leave that guy. Leave that guy to his business. What? Boone, what you doing in there? He's in your lockers. He's in your filing cabinets, stealing all your secrets. That's how Booney does it.
Hey.
It wouldn't be you, Corporal Sterling. No way. No way in hell.
Hey,
Took some skills to bring down that fiend. You done good.
How long you been stationed here again?
Going on 6 months now, but I reckon we'll be moving out soon enough. Till then, we'll man the towers and keep an eye. Whole thing smells of Caesar to me.
That's not him. No way.
hey.
There is a lot of radio equipment here.
I miss California. Our guys put the monorail back to work.
I wish I had a first recon guy looking at.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
I ain't got time to talk. I'm on a mission here. Well, I gotta remember, if this place does end up getting attacked and they all abandon it, for whatever reason, what are you doing? Then, let's come back and get all those books.
Morning. Hello.
So I'm just looking for more named people. Wonder if I should look at the lockers. Whether there's something suspicious in there. Bit of psycho. Bit of the old psycho, eh?
Never seen you around before. What do you want?
About a date? Like tough women. You seen any serious combat here?
Not unless you count the fiends as serious. Gorobets keeps us inside the fence most of the time. Doesn't matter to me. I just shoot bad guys. Sooner or later, they'll move us out to the dam, though. That's when the shit gets nasty.
Nasty how?
Legion fights to win, and they're smart. Hell of a lot smarter than these crazy fiends. But I don't feel bad about shooting Legion boys. Fiends, on the other hand, sometimes I get pangs of conscience. Not often, but sometimes.
I've killed so many people, I don't even think about it.
Yeah, well, we can't all be heartless shitheads, right?
You're a sniper?
What gave me away? The big gun, the shades, or the attitude?
Actually, I didn't even notice the attitude until just now.
Ha, you're not as dumb as I thought you'd be. We got the same sense of humor. Probably better to walk away while I still like you, though. All kinds of things piss me off. Like just about anything that anybody says. Yeah, try not to get killed.
I'm Bitter Root, first recon. You got a reason to talk to me?
You have an unusual name?
You trying to start trouble? Or do you really not know where I got that name?
Look, I didn't mean to offend you. I mean, you don't have to tell me if you'd rather not.
It's a Khan name. You know, the great Khans. That's what my parents were. I figured I grew up around the bastards. They owed me a name after all they put me through.
What happened to your parents?
They're dead. Got themselves killed at Bitter Springs. Served them right if you ask me.
Losing your parents must have been hard for you. I'm sorry.
You're sorry? Well, that makes one of us. Bitter Springs was the best thing that ever happened to me. Best thing that ever happened to my parents, too. They were as bad as the rest. Worse, maybe.
So how did you survive the massacre?
Guess I could tell a pretty good story if I had a mind. But the truth is, I don't know. Just got lucky. They brought me to Daughtry after the battle. He was just a captain back then. Guess he saw something in me. Knew I didn't belong with the cons. Maybe he felt bad, too, about how his men killed my folks. I told him he did me a service, but he didn't believe me. Still doesn't. He's a good man, Daughtry. Doesn't act like it sometimes, I know. But he didn't have to take me in.
You don't really mean what you said about your parents, do you?
Don't I? Mister, you never met my parents. My dad, he got himself fucked up every chance he got. Always started with folk for no reason. Hell, he was the one who taught me to shoot. You know how? By taking pot shots at NCR, and not just soldiers. Civilians, too. Even kids. Then he'd get high with his buddies and swap tales about the folk they killed. Bunch of animals. And my mom? A couple of times she tried to sell me to some waster just to score some jet. Even the other cons said she was useless. Only reason they kept her around was because she was a... how'd my dad say it? A smoking piece of ass.
So your name, it comes from Bitter Springs.
You're not fully grown till you've taken a beat down. Everybody gathers around and hits you till you're damn near dead. After that, if you haven't begged for mercy, you get to choose a new name. One you'll use for the rest of your life. When NCR slaughtered the cons of Bitter Springs, I hadn't got my beat down yet. I was still too young. The way I see it, Bitter Springs was my beat down. So afterward, I gave myself a name. It's all I got from the cons. It's all I ever won. Yeah, that's probably...
How long have you been with the 1st Recon?
While, I guess. I don't keep too careful track of time. I like to keep things simple. Just focus on now. That's why they made me a sniper. You let your mind wander back a ways and you lose sight of what's in front of your eyes. Good way to miss a mark.
Your father is your commanding officer? Is that allowed?
Yeah, look, he's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while. It's a long story. I'd get tired of talking before it was through. It's like I told you, Daughtry's not my real father. He just looked after me for a while.
We're gonna find some work around here.
You a merc? Well, then I guess you want to talk to my... father. Major Daughtry. He's our CO.
What do you know about the Grey Khans?
They're scum. Lazy, trumped-up raiders. Most of the time they're drunk or high, and when they're not shooting chems, they're selling them. Used to have a settlement up at Bitter Springs till they pissed off NCR and got slaughtered for their trouble. A lot of us got killed at Bitter Springs. A lot of them, I mean. My parents died, too.
Not too friendly, are you?
Guess not. I don't mean nothing by it. You really want to talk to somebody, try 10 of spades. He's always got plenty to say. Me? I'm here to do my job. For now, that job is shooting fiends. All right.
What was that noise? Kept hearing some music. Why can I steal this guy's stuff? Little Buster?
Let me guess. You got work for me, right? Well, you're too late. I just quit the bounty trade. As soon as I pick up some caps that Daughtry owes me, I'm out of this scrapyard.
Why does Daughtry owe you caps?
Because I killed a couple of marks for him, that's why. You ever hear of Jackson? Or Night Terror?
I take it they were fiends?
Damn right they were. And they were good, too. Till I popped a couple shells in their assholes. Bam. Dead. Finished. Over. See, somebody gives me a job, I do it. Maybe I complain a little here and there, but my shit gets done.
I've been known to hunt a few bounties myself.
Well, hey, the field's wide open now that I'm gone. Probably lots of people looking to get in once they hear I quit.
What you gonna do now?
Simple. Gonna make myself some easy money. I got a plan. Once I get my caps from Daughtry, I'm going to head on over to Gomorrah and win big at cards. There's not as many people playing at Gomorrah, so that means I've got better odds of winning big. I got this figured out.
Oh man, you gonna lose it all? You supposed to be famous or something?
Well, shit. Feel free to stick a knife in the old ego. Thought I made a name for myself around here. Guess that's as good a reason as any to quit this stinking trade. No glory. No easy money, no women, and no glory. Shit. I'd settle just for the women.
How long have you been a bounty hunter?
Oh, shit, I don't know. Gotta be at least a month. Longer than I last at most jobs.
You worked a lot of different trades?
Oh, yeah. A lot. Like before I was a bounty hunter, I worked as a caravan guard. You'd think that was a cakewalk, right? Wrong. Crazy bastards expected me to wake up at dawn. Forget it. It's about 2 hours after this guy hits the sack. And I need at least 10, 12 hours of sleep to do my job. Price of excellence.
Why did you quit the trade?
See, I thought the bounty hunting trade would be easy money, but it turns out it's hard work, so screw it. Also, I ran into this Mark who was a little too tough for me. I mean, I could have taken him. But with this guy, might have cost me some bad burns or an ass rape. I'm all for risking my life, but I'm a little sensitive about my asshole.
Alright.
Hey, yeah. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be rolling in a shitload of caps, right?
You'd be rolling in a load of something. So where is the CEO?
Wish I had a first recon guy looking
Cartree? Where is this Cartree guy? Did I see him when I first rocked up here?
I sure hope I get to meet President Kimball.
I wish I had a first recon guy looking after me.
Cartree. Yeah, I don't know if we've seen him already, but they're looking a little suspicious down the back here.
The Legion would have to be insane to attack this place.
Alright. Well, I did find that guy, but I need to get these eggs back. I'll get the eggs back, and I might, if I haven't got anything else to do, I'll come back here. We gotta get supplies, gotta do a whole bunch of stuff. But my feeling is if that guy was a bounty hunter who was reporting to Cartree, then that dude that we killed and we got a special item, wherever I've decided to pop it. I don't know where I put it. Maybe I put it in a... Maybe I put it in my locker, back at my apartment. But yeah, might have to go back and get it, unless I gave it to you.
Fine by me.
Yeah, well, whatever it is. I'll have to figure that out. But for now, let's go and return. Return these Eggos. So we're going to go to the Thorn over here.